everyone, please welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my Hummer H2. I'm having an issue with my rear window. It's not going up and going down, it's just making some noise. The window regulator gone bad. So I'm going to be replacing it. The window I have gone bad on my H2 SUT. And this is year model 2007, and this basically procedure will work with all the Hummers, H2, H1, or H3. It's a similar process with all the GM vehicles. So it's a very easy and a simple DIY how to change the motor assembly on your Hummer. So without wasting any time, let's get started. On my H2, on the passenger side, the rear window, if I press it, you hear it. That's only the noise I'm hearing it, and the window is not rolling. So what it's supposed to do, when you press the button, it should go up and down. But in this case, the passenger side window is not doing anything except it making a noise. This is the door panel. So this is the door panel I have removed from this side. So I'm going to take you on the other side, then I will show you how you can remove it. The first step, we're going to start from here. We're going to open this one. This is the other side. And as you can see, these are the clips right here. There are 3 of them. So you pull from top, pull from middle, and down here. Just like this, and you just pull it out, it will come out. Then we're going to remove this near the door handle. This is the screw, we're going to remove it. So once we remove the screw, then you lift this one, and there are 2 tabs. You just slide it out and this will come out. Then there will be 2 screws right here which we're going to remove. Use a plastic pry tool, place it, and then you pull it. If you don't have a pry tool, then you can use your fingers and you just pull it, and just don't pull it with the force. Then what's going to happen, that the tabs will break, and with the time they get very brittle. They're very easy to break. The best way to do it, you pop slowly. You pop one place, then you pop it from other side. Don't pop all the way out, just leave it out. And I will show you the other panel, so what I mean. So if I can close in, if you see, there is grooves right here. It's like a screw. So if you see, there are grooves. So when you prying it out, you slowly you take them out. And these are the guide pins. And then there are another guide pin here and one at the bottom. Another guide pin which keeps the door panel in place. These are the plastic tabs. These are the locking mechanism. If you pull it hard on one end, then they will break. So basically you, as I mentioned, slowly you go along all the way, and then you take it out. That's how easy you remove the door panel, and now we're going to work on it. After taking the door panel, this is what you're going to see here. So there are 2 things. This is the light, door panel light. Wiggle it and it will come out. And then this is the connector, which you need to remove, and you just press it and it will pop out. And once you take it out, and then this insulation, we're going to pull it out, and please make sure that pull it slowly. If you see, the glue has been dried up, and if we look at on the residue on the door panel, you can see it. So don't pull it hard, otherwise it will rip apart and then it won't be usable. We're going to reuse it again, so we're just going to bring it down this much. And now if you see, the glass door is right there. So now we're going to plug in the connector back again. And I just wanted to show it to you if you hear it. The motor is running, but it's broken off. So now we're going to unplug it. It's very easy. You press it and you pull it out. We're going to open the bolt from here. This will require 10 millimeter. After removing this bolt, then we're going to remove these 2 bolts. So after removing these 3 bolts, now these are the 2 bolts, one here and one here. We're going to loosen them. This couple thread. We don't want to take it out because if you notice that there is a cutout there and that will slide out. So we're going to remove the connector with the screwdriver from the bottom, and then you pull it out. You press the tab. And now we're going to remove the bolt from here. And if you have a second person, it's a good idea that you lift the mirror and you bring the bolt, if you see, and then you need an extension bar, and then you remove that, and that is also 10 millimeter. One person can hold the glass, and if you see, you just slide this out, and this whole assembly will come out. Just like this. If you see, this is the glass, we are holding it. You can keep a wood piece down here or something. You can place something down here. I just put a bottle, so it will be rested just like this. As it is rested, and we're going to replace with the new part. If you notice that this is the piece is broken off, which locks the mechanism. And the motor is fine. We have the new assembly. We're going to replace it, and if you take a look, so as you can see, this is the newer assembly. So this is how the wiring goes in here, and basically once that tab is broken, and you can replace the tab, you can replace it, but I feel comfortable and safe by replacing the whole motor assembly. I'm going to hold the glass in place, and we're going to remove the bottom. So now we're going to insert So these are the bolts, and now we're going to take those out and we're going to reuse them again. So we're going to place a couple threads. Only reason is now we can bring this one up and we can slide it in just like that. And as for the motor, we're going to put that bolt and let it hang. First we're going to loosen this bolt here, and one is loosened inside also, and now we're going to bring the glass inside and let it rest. We're going to make sure that it's seated also inside, and we're not going to tighten it. We just going to put the other bolts. We're going to align it. As you see, just do the hand tight. And there are 2 right there, and 2 for the motor. So we're going to make sure that we tighten it now. Don't over tight right now, because we're going to test the motor first before tightening all the bolts. So we're going to test the motor first, that if it's working or not, and this is the connector. We're going to put it inside. If you notice on the previous motor, when we remove it, the connector, it was attached to the motor, but this one is hanging. It was coming on a side, so we're going to just put it in just like that. And this is the switch. We're going to test it, and if you see it going up and it's going down. So now we're going to bring this motor. So we're going to make sure that bolt is right there, and now we're going to tighten that. Make sure that don't over tight it. And now we tighten this. And now we can tighten the rest of the bolts. We can test it one more time. Going down, going up. Perfect. Now we're going to unplug it again, the connector, and we're going to place back the insulation. And we're going to make sure that put through the hole, the cutting. And this wiring will go inside here. And pull the handle, and then even the glue is dried up. Once we're going to place it, it will stay there. So now we're going to put the panel back. We're going to make sure that put the switch and just press it. So now we're going to put this connector back and just press it. So now we're going to plug in the light. If you see, this is the lock which goes this way and locks it and unlocks it. And if we look it on this side, and you see that hole right there, that's where we're going to stick this needle. As I shown you the locking mechanism, that's a little tricky. You keep it on this side, and you align all the guide pins, and we haven't pressed it. If you see, it's still open. This is the tip you need to watch out. You keep it here, and you put it into a guide pin, and that pin slides in. And let me show you if it's working or not. So I'm going to open it, and you see it opens up, and now it's aligned, and now we can press it, all the tabs, just like that, right in the middle, on the sides, and then at the bottom as well. If you see, this one was tilted, so you press it with the finger, and now we can press it. So as you see, it's all pressed in, and we're going to test the window again, and it going up, and also it's going down. So it's working perfectly, and now we're going to place this, and as you see, just align it, and then put it into the hole, and then just press it. That's it. Now we're going to place these two screws. This is from the door. This is what I was mentioning you on the other side. These are the two bolts gonna go. These are 7mm. Good hand tight, and that's it. And now we're going to place the plate back, and we're going to slide these tabs in. And once both sides are slided, and now it's aligned, and we're going to put the screw in. So that's it. That's how it's easy and simple to change your motor assembly on your Hummer. It can be any car, and by doing it yourself, you save money and you also enjoy it. So I hope you like this video, and if you found this video to be helpful, like always, like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you soon with another video. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.